सभी दोस्तों को नमस्कार। मैं जगदीश यादव। आज मैं एक और प्रॉब्लम डिस्कस करने वाला हूं आइगन वैल्यूज, आइगन वेक्टर एंड मॉडल मैट्रिक्स पे। यहाँ पे एक मैट्रिक्स ए दे रखी है जो कि जिसके एलिमेंट हैं रो वाइज -2 5 4 5 7 5 7 5 4 5 -2। ओके, तो देखते हैं कि इस पर्टिकुलर गिवन मैट्रिक्स की आइगन वैल्यूज और आइगन वेक्टर और मॉडल मैट्रिक्स क्या। ओके, तो सबसे पहले हम क्या करेंगे। सबसे पहले सॉल्यूशन, सबसे पहले एज यूजुअल जो भी गिवन वैल्यू है उसको नोट डाउन करेंगे। सो हियर द गिवन matrix that is matrix A is equal to -2 5 4 5 7 5 and 4 5 -2। ये आपकी गिवन मैट्रिक्स है और इस गिवन मैट्रिक्स का सबसे पहले हम कैरेक्टरिस्टिक इक्वेशंस डेवलप करेंगे। सो स्टेप नंबर वन that is A minus lambda I that is equal to 0। therefore the equation will be -2 minus lambda 5 4 5 7 minus lambda 5 4 5 -2 minus lambda। Okay, so this is basically your characteristic equations and equal to 0. Okay, so when we will find the determinant of this particular matrix, okay, so the determinant of this matrix equal to 0, so that will be, so the equation will be, I'm solving directly, you solve it as you want. So the equation will be lambda 3 minus 3 lambda square minus 90 lambda minus 216 that is equal to 0. Okay, so this is the equation. You can find out the lambda's values. So step number two, find out the value of lambda. So here I'm just going to solve it with calci कैलकुलेटर का इस्तेमाल करके मैं इसको सॉल्व कर रहा हूँ। आप लोग भी इसको सॉल्व कर सकते हैं calci का इस्तेमाल करके। So the value will be lambda, so the lambda 1 that is equal to -3 and lambda 2 will be -6 and it will be 12. So these are basically the required eigen values. So these are basically the required eigen values, the required eigen values. Okay, next step number 3, that we have to find out the eigenvector. So for eigenvector we use for lambda 1, for lambda 1 equal to -3 comma lambda 2 equal to -6 and lambda 3 equal to 12. Okay, so we will with the equations, that is A minus lambda I into capital X equal to 0. So that is for lambda 1 equal to -3, so it will be, so lambda equal to -3, it will be, that will be 154 5 and 5 and 4 5 1 into variables x1 x2 and x3 that is equal to 0. Okay, so on solving, the equation will be x1 plus 5 x2 plus 4 x3 that is equal to 0 and 5 x1 plus 10 x2 plus 5 x3 equal to 0 and 4 x1 plus 5 x2 plus x3 equal to 0. So on solving these equations, so we can solve this equation with the help of cross multiplication method also. So if we will use the cross multiplication method, so it will be x upon the coefficient of these. So it will be the coefficient of these means this and this, so that is a 25 minus 40 and the equation that is a x1, that is the x2. When we will talk about the x2, so the coefficient will be that is equal to 20 minus 5, that is equal to x3 coefficient will be 10 minus 25. So x1 upon that will be how much, on solving these equations, 25 minus 40 20 and this will be how much, 25 20 and that will be 15 minus 15, that is equal to x2 by again 15 equal to x3, that is again minus 15. So it will be cancel out and so it will be x1 minus 1, x2 is 1 and x3 is again minus 1. So the required matrix will be, so values will be 1 and -1, okay. So -1 and 1, these are the values. So if you solve these values, so it will be, let on solving, so let equal to k. So x1 equal to minus times of k, x2 equal to k, and x3 equal to minus times of k. So the required values will be, either you can write this one, either you can write the k will be common, so it will be -1, 1 and -1. Okay, so this is the eigenvalue. For the eigenvalue equal to -3, we got the vector x1. Okay, same as case number 2. For lambda equal to -6, the x2 will be, I'm solving directly, you may solve it. It will be -1, 0 and 1. Same as for lambda 3 equal to 12, the eigenvector x3 will be, I am writing down directly the answers, you might solve it. It will be 1, 2 and 1. So on combining these equations, the required, that is step number 4, the required answer, required model matrix P. So the matrix will be, that will be the value of x1 comma x2 comma x3. So the answer will be, I hope so, that is what, that is x1 1 1 1 -1 1, that is -1 1 1. So -1 1 -1, and next x2, the value of x2, that is the value of x2 -1 0 1, so -1 0 and 1, and that is the x3, that is equal to 1 2 1. So this is the required matrix. This is the required model matrix for given matrix. उम्मीद करते हैं कि आपको आइगन वैल्यू, आइगन वेक्टर और मॉडल मैट्रिक्स कैसे निकालते हैं ये समझ में आया होगा। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।